You are not. Yes, you're not losing it. No, it's not going to fall through. It's not going to fall through, especially around your birthday. But let me go so I can get this thing started. All right. Talk to you later. All right. Bye.
And it's picking.
All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observations, and entertainment. I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome, everybody, to another show of DFG's Corner Emporium. I am, as you know, DFG, Dr. Feel Good, Feel as Good, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I am coming to you live from the 571 where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. Anyway, we're going to bring in the new year, new me, trying to get it right and keep it tight. On the line also was one of my co-hosts, the co-hostess with the mostest. She's also a sister from the same mister. I call her my favorite girl. Let's give it up for Chocolate Pearl. Come on, Chocolate Pearl, holla at your boy.
Hey, this is Chocolate Pearl. I'm on my baby's computer today. So it's me and Dabs collab today. Calling you from Duval.
All right, stick to your day job. Let me do the honors. Also, I have my usual suspects and partners in crime. I got Miss Andrine, I got Miss Kim. They're loyal and faithful to the show. Another person that usually comes on is Big Al from the Augusta GA by way of Louisiana, and also Miss Nikki's in Georgia by way of Fauquier County, Virginia. Those are my usuals. Also, my main man, the Mad Hat Diary of Mad Hatter. Check out his YouTube channel if you haven't. He comes on live sporadically, but he comes on help him get Google's money. Also, if you didn't see in the beginning, I also have a commercial for the Real Golden Girls Creations for sundry items that you may want and need. Real Golden Girls. Things, creations can get you what you want and when you want it. Relatively low prices, and they also sponsor the show. Now, we're going to talk about the new year and how things are coming up. Yesterday was January 6th. I'm going a little political diatribe, so bear with me. Yesterday was January 6th, and the election was certified. Unlike in January 26, 2021, election deniers were nowhere to be seen. The election didn't seem to be stolen. I wonder why. It's almost if the people who lost um, didn't whine about it. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's um, it's one of those things that will be a modern day mystery to all of us here in YouTube land, Facebook land, Instagram land. But you know how people we do. You know how people are. And the main people who are saying that 2020 was stolen are kind of silent now. Have them egg prices gone down yet, Chocolate Pearl?
Yeah, egg prices have gone down a little bit. You don't think so? Well,
What
he's been doing the grocery shopping lately, so
what about gas? What about gas prices?
I think
No,
those
those went
gone
down.
down.
Those
I
are
think the gas prices has gone down. I don't know if it's gone down after the 6th, because I didn't buy gas until we bought
Yeah,
gas
it's been
on the
going down.
3rd. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's been going
All
down.
right,
But,
all right, all right.
since
All
he
right.
drives a lot, he probably realized it went down. But I thought the eggs went down because remember one time a dozen of eggs was almost $10.
So they were selling them like they were selling drugs.
Yeah.
Got the You need an omelet, got you two eggs, got two eggs here, got two eggs.
Do you remember the memes that they were putting out there about the
hmm
eggs to try to hustle the
I'm
eggs like it was
moving that product, moving that product.
drugs?
Product being eggs. Also this month is January. All If you're familiar with um, Black Greek letter organizations, also known as fraternities and sororities, 5 of the Divine Nine have anniversaries this month. And Sunday, the 5th, was, of course, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity's 114th anniversary of their founding
Go
on
Dupes, go Dupes.
on the campus of Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, founded by 10 young men with a vision and a plan. They did that. Next, coming up on January 9th is the 111th anniversary of Phi Beta Sigma. Phi Beta Sigma and Zeta Phi Beta, whose days on the 16th are constitutionally bound brothers and sisters. On the 13th is the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. And on the 15th is the first sorority founded on the campus of Howard University in 1908. It'll be the 117th for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So I want to congratulate all those organizations on longevity. Notice and Zeta Phi Beta is 104. So you notice, 105. So you notice they all have over a century of service to the Black community to uplift and acknowledge each of as a nation, because some people think they're all about dancing and in lines and
stamp
being
stomping and all
elitist,
that
but
good stuff. Yeah.
no, they're here to serve the community. So if they're
Right.
not serving your community, you need to speak up and go back to their charter. Because yes, they are social organizations, but they also led the charge in social change, in political and economic. So yes, they are important in the Black community. We just have to remember that we're a community. We're not a monolith, because we have many different opinions. There's no race of people that's a monolith. However, we are Black, and especially foundational Black Americans. Also, and some of the Caribbean that came in the '60s, the early '60s and '70s. Um, they understand what it means to be Black, and I'm not disparaging any other people, but I can't tell anybody's lived experience except mine as a Black man in America. Well, looks like our full team is here. Well, the exception of one.
Hello,
He's
everyone.
coming.
I'm sorry. I just got off of work. I'm trying to make it in as much as I can. So, hello. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hey,
And
Beanie.
that would be Bean Girl. We like to
New
call her
Year.
Beanie. Says she working hard, trying to get straight. And also we have the lady Sweet as Snapple down there in New York City, the Big Apple. Come on, Apple, holla at your boy.
Hey everybody, I'm actually in Binghamton with our
Oh,
sister,
okay. Oh,
and I just
so
finished walking these dogs, and I'm extremely tired and cold. It's freezing up here.
yeah, trust
Can
me,
you
I
believe
understand.
it's cold in Florida?
I don't believe that.
It was
Well,
34 this morning.
oh, I bet
That's
you
a breezy day.
I bet you had on your parka too.
I
She had a whole
had my
snowsuit
goose
on.
down on yesterday. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I know how that goes. Trust me. We had over 17 inches of snow here in the DC area, and they shut down everything for a couple of days. So yeah, I feel you. Binghamton, 17 inches is like that's a fall day in
No, I'm on
Binghamton
the
here.
I'm in the middle of a mountain, so it's when I could get down into the towns. That's where the snow is, but we're pretty much okay over here right now. It basically just stopped snowing since it was snowing since last night, and it just stopped snowing maybe an hour ago. So
Oh,
hopefully but we're getting a storm on Saturday. So
yeah.
it,
So are we. Well, today's show is not gonna. I don't have any topics, but like I said, I just want to bring in the new year and have everybody coming in and just saying hey, and hopefully you in Facebook land. I see my boy D-Rock is on there, and my boy retired Lieutenant Colonel Marcus Harrison. If y'all don't know, he and I go way back with frat brothers. We met at Fort Drum in 1999. He was a specialist, just graduated from college before he went to officer candidate school, and we met up there in lovely Fort Drum, New York. He's gone from enlisted to officer, retired. He has a mansion and a yacht. He's living that life, and he's living that life. Of course, I introduced him to Beanie way back then because Beanie lived with me in lovely Watertown, New York, Fort Drum. But it was a good thing. Yeah, she had some adventures trying learning how to drive, but other than that, it was
It's not an adventure when it's a traumatizing experience and you don't get your driver's license until you're 28 after that. Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty interesting those years at lovely Fort Drum, New York. I liked it up there, but I hated the snow, and it snowed like 11 months out of the year up there. So yeah, other than that, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good duty station. Um, we wanna. So how did you do your New Year's, Beanie?
Watching YouTube videos in my bed.
Hey, hey, we're at that age now. What about you, Apple? What did you do?
Um, the normal. I cooked and brought in the new year with my dogs and my cat and one of my kids.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's it.
Pearl, did you go to watch night?
Of course, I sang at watch night and brought in the new year with my new boo. And because
He ain't
last
new.
year
He
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 was
he,
in
uh, he ain't new, and
he
don't
ain't new
call him new.
anymore. But look, for that time it was new because last year he was in Seattle, so we didn't get to spend.
Sitting in my hotel room.
He said he was sitting in his hotel room last year
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
by
that.
himself whining. But yeah, so we got to actually bring it in together. We went to watch night, and when it was over, we came home. I poured the last of the little wine that we had in our little gas. We got to bed. We toast, drank, and went to sleep.
That's what's up. You know, most of us are in our 50s now, so that's pretty much par for the course. If you out
I
there
got a
trying,
couple of years.
that's what I said. Most of us. I didn't say all
At
of us.
most.
I already know. I said most. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, most of us know that 10 o'clock is the new 3 a.m. So if you
Yeah.
up past 10 o'clock, yeah. But I remember 40 years ago, New Year's, we had an eventful one that changed my life, and we were about to celebrate, and then Chocolate Pearl comes to my boy's house and is like, hey, someone slapped your mother. So on New Year's Eve, 1984, going to 1985, went to another block. This is in Queensbridge. If y'all don't know about Queensbridge, let me give you a quick rundown. 96 buildings, 6 blocks. You have two sides. You have the north side, which borders 40th Avenue, we call the 40th side, and you have the south side, which is 41st Avenue, and they call the 41st side. Well, and you have Vernon Boulevard, 10th Street, 12th Street. That's you can look it up. What I say, I'm speaking facts. I know Queensbridge like the back of my hand. But anyway, so we went on the block and we was in front of my boy Big Will's house, and dude rolled up, and we started tussling, and one of his boys pulled out the blicky and was about to he pulled out that strap and was about to do your boy in, and all of a sudden you hear a scream, and this Tasmanian devil running down the block say, "You're not gonna kill my brother." I wonder who that was, Chocolate Pearl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even see it.
Well, anyway, it broke his concentration, and they kind of roughed me up, but I and punched my boy, but we lived, and then 15 days after that, I did something that changed my life forever. I put my name on the dotted line, and joined the United States Army. Wind up doing 30 plus years, and here I am today. So yes, 40 years is a long time. However, um, you know, it stuff happens for a purpose, and I'm just glad I wasn't a stat, because we do have people we know that ain't here today because of decisions that they made, or situations and contrast that happened to them. So I'm extremely grateful to see 2025. That's a long time. That was back in 1985. So, we had a wild and diverse growing up that we did when we grew up in the New York City Housing Authority projects. So saying that, being grateful, um, it was one of those things that when you have to make a change, sometimes you have to make a change, not for change's sake, but because if you don't, you're going to stagnate. And when you stagnate, you die. And any plant, if y'all know plants, if you don't water plants and give them sunlight and encourage them to grow, they stagnate and they die. And then when they, and this, take this from me, I'm a certified plant serial killer. I know what I'm
I'm
talking.
reviving. I'm reviving.
I think I spoke too soon. It just started snowing again.
Hey, y'all keep
At least
that.
you made
I
it
should
home
never
before it
say
did.
anything.
Y'all keep that up there. Y'all keep that. Y'all keep that snow for y'all.
I got a text this morning from a friend of mine that live in Greenville. Is the weather okay down there? And I was like, well, what are you talking about? Is it bad weather coming? And I said, maybe some, cold with some rain. That's about it. But I don't know about what you consider bad weather. They said they're going to snow. I looked at my phone and said, we're in Florida. Last time it snowed was 1986.
Wow.
That was the last time it snowed in Florida. It was
Wow.
1986. And how
That's
I know that is a coworker, her daughter got married on that day, and it was an outside wedding, and they were going to cancel it because all of a sudden it snowed. But it didn't stay long, but it snowed.
right. And they probably shut down the whole state.
Yeah, they probably shut it down.
It's like that. It's like Atlanta back in 2015. They were prepared for this big snowstorm that never came.
So I have a question for everybody on the panel. Since this is a new year, and as I get older, and I was telling somebody this, as I get older, I realize a lot of the things we did younger, like our mother used to make us, literally would call me. I don't know about y'all, but she would call me and say, do you have this on the stove? You have that? Did you make this? Did you make that? And I didn't want to cook all that stuff. But because she said I had to, I did. What are the traditions that you did as a under 50 that you are doing now? Are you still doing this stuff, or have you changed your routine of how you come into the new year?
Well, for me, I still cook my black eyed peas. I think we talked about this once before. I do not wash clothes on New Year's Day. I make sure I contact my children, say don't wash, do not do any laundries on New Year's Day, because my mom had always told us that's when you wash your family out, wash different parts of your family out. And I didn't cook. I didn't do the whole 9 yards.
Some family members you want to wash out.
I say what?
Some family members you want to wash out.
I wasn't going to go there. But yeah, it's a few things I still do. Some I don't do as much. Now that it's just, I don't have my kids here with me. So yeah, there's a few traditions I keep up.
What about you, Beanie or Apple or Andrine?
This is my first time as an empty nester, a complete empty nester. So I'm being lazy and I'm being a bum. So that's my New Year's resolution this year. It's all about me and my grandbabies.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think I have any. Like, I don't know. I'm one of those, like, other than clean up, sort of, kind of, but I do that all the time anyway. I don't think there's anything I think about, like, specifically, like, cook or do for the new year. Yeah.
Well, I know Apple, she had already stated she still does the traditional things that our mother had passed down. But isn't any additional things that you have done? Or have you done it a little bit different, Apple?
No, I pretty much stick to the same routine. I'm made this a point of always bringing the new year in my own house. I don't do the going out thing. After 12 is fine, but I like to bring the new year in my house, in my home, and surrounded by, my children if I can, at least one. But yeah, no, I pretty much stick to the tradition that she instilled in us. I think I'm the only one that does that.
Well, I did something that I said I wasn't gonna do in a long time, but sometimes, when you meet somebody, they kind of force you into doing some stuff you don't want to do. So I went to night watch service.
Oh, yeah.
I used
Yeah.
to, back
Trust
home,
me.
it was every year, every night watch. And I was like, I ain't doing that when I get older.
And I didn't put it on record. I did not force you. I just said,
Sure
okay,
you
you're not
didn't.
going, that's fine. I'll go
Sure
and
you
sing
didn't.
and then come home. No, I didn't force him. I just said, okay, I'll just go and sing and I'll come home. So we could bring it in together. But he made the choice to say, you know what? Okay, I'll go. So you'll be proud of me. That's something I did. I have done new that I didn't force anybody to go with me to watch night service.
I did do something that I said I wasn't, but then I decided that I needed him with me. Hold on, let me take it off. I got a memorial thing for my son, finally. Because we got everybody necklaces, and I didn't want one, but I did want a necklace, so I got him this to have him with me. I don't know if you could see it.
That's nice.
Yeah, we can see it.
That's very nice. I love that.
So yeah, so I have him. I'm able to bring him with me, and it actually made me feel good today. I wasn't melancholy at work like I usually am, and so that's one thing that I did for myself this year to start off my year right.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that.
Okay, so another question. What do you want to do different this year that you compared to last year?
Save money.
Good one.
Anybody else?
Well, that's what she said.
Okay, let's take that out of the equation.
I want to travel more.
There we go.
You travel enough, girl.
No.
She want to travel,
like,
not just to
different
go see
countries.
family. She want to go see the world again.
Right. I want to get back to that now that I'm healing.
You get your back fixed, and now you want to go everywhere.
Exactly.
It's all
That's
good
exactly
though.
right.
Kimberly and Dream. doctor.
What was the question? Ask it, respond again. Sorry.
What do you want to do this? What do you want to? What do you want to do this year?
Different
This
from last year.
different from last year. I think I want no. My daughter in the background talking about get close to your children. Not. I'm already close to my children. Of course, travel more. So I don't know if that's different. I think I want to be definitely some more fiscally responsible stuff. Maybe do a trust, like some financial stuff I want to do different. Other than that, there's not much I want to do different. Learn more, but I feel like I'm always learning. I'm definitely gonna watch news less. So yeah,
That's
I don't
good.
know. Yeah.
What
That's
is
different.
Dad's going to do different this year?
What are you gonna do different?
Oh boy, sure. Anything better than what happened last year?
You mean ducking chairs?
Yeah, ducking chairs and getting ready to beat up bad children. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to. We like to just get our stuff together. I like to just get myself together. So
Outside of finances, I would like to travel as well a little bit more, and not just from state to state. I would actually like to go abroad and do something different.
Is your passport up to date?
Yes, it is. Thank you very much. My passport is up. I got the passport before I had surgery. I applied
good.
for it a couple of days before the surgery, and I got it a couple of weeks after the surgery. So yes, I am up to date.
That's good.
But yeah, I would like to travel a little bit more, and I would like to get back with my children, the bond that my children and I had. I want to get that back.
No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Apple?
I said I wanted to travel more. I also would like to connect to distant relatives and extended family. Our siblings, we have a tight bond, but I would like to, maybe do a family reunion with, each side or maybe both sides together. That's something Beanie and I were talking about the other night. I think that'd be
sounds
good.
that definitely sounds like we need to make that happen.
Yeah.
We definitely need to make that happen.
That's because we have new people in our family. We have a lot of new people in our family that a lot of us that are the new elders have not met yet. Or, so that's what I was thinking. I was like, there have been a lot in the last couple of years, there's been a lot of loss. And the ones that are still here, especially for our elders, as far as our aunts and our great aunts, I want them to be able to see my children, my grandchildren, all the new grandchildren, all the great grands. I want them to be able to see them at least once. That's why I want to do a family reunion.
That definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So, you gotta unmute, Beanie.
Okay. I was finished talking. That's why I
Oh,
muted
my
myself.
bad.
But no, that's why I brought up the idea to Apple. Doing a like our siblings. I want to do something with all of us, the siblings, the cousins, the aunts, I want the grands, all of that, like something, at least once in the next year or so,
Okay. No, I mean that's definitely what's up. That's definitely what's up. Because a lot of times like you said, last year we happened to run into our people. Unfortunately, most of the time it was not in a good light, but we still got to see cousins we hadn't seen in years. And, you know, we gotta we gotta do better because time is time. But I think I also attribute that to just how we spread out over generations, over generations. Because think about this. Most of our family was either in New York City, Columbia, South Carolina, or Savannah, Georgia, in our generation. Now we got people all over the map and have been all over the map. And it's not the same when you have that strong matriarch, um, you know, the beacon, the light to draw everybody together. Now, I try to do that as at least on my mother's side, the patriarch. However, it's a lot easier said than done, and logistics can be a nightmare. But overall, we do, you're right, we do need to do that, and that's something that we can discuss in our Sunday family calls. Um, but that's,
We need to get that
those are
back
one
on track
thing.
too.
Yeah, we got to start those back up again and regularly. But here's one question I do have for the panel out there in YouTube land and Facebook land. Um, what in 2024 were you most proud of? What in 2024 were you most proud of? I'm gonna start off with Chocolate Pearl.
Other than me falling in love with my boo bear, because we met in 23, but we fell in love in 24. Other than that, um, I'm most proud of me trying my hardest to stay stress-free. I think I did a good job of that. And not caring as much as I did before. I mean, I still care, but I used to put my all into everyone else and not enough into myself. And I'm very proud that I decided to put more into myself and my boo bear versus me giving my all to people who do not appreciate or deserve.
All right, I was gonna say, as long he may be a boo bear, I'm just glad he's not a booger bear.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Beanie? I know you had a very up and down year.
Um, 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 yeah, it was a rough one this year. I kept my job. Is excellent because the people that know. I'm actually trying to not. I learned how to say no and stick to that no. Again, the people who know.
That,
I
that's our
stuck.
family. That's our family curse.
Um, literally, no is a complete and utter answer statement. Like I learned. This is what I learned, and I'm proud of myself about because yes, I'm not. I wasn't per se complete people pleaser, but now I'm like, F them. I ain't got time for it. It's about me this year. Grandbabies. That's it. That's what I learned, and that's what I'm proud of. I'm sticking to my convictions and that word no, and not feeling guilty about me saying no.
My
That's what
psychologist said that it doesn't hurt to say no. It's not a
that's
bad word.
that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. So what about you? What about you, Apple?
Just surviving this year. I'm proud of myself that I didn't, let everything get to me. I'm proud of that. And I'm also proud of the fact that I was able to give my daughter the 21st birthday that I wish I was able to get. And I gave her a good memory, and I'm very proud of myself that I was able to do that.
Good, good, good. That's what's up. Now I'm gonna go to my audience. I'm gonna start with Miss Andreen. Miss Andreen, what are you particularly proud of in 2020? Were you particularly proud of in 2024?
Jeez. I don't know. I think it's like the small things. So there's nothing, I don't know if there's necessarily things. I think just in general, just to see myself thriving, surviving, see my daughters pretty much thriving, surviving. I think I'm just basically, proud of that. I don't have like, there's not a specific thing right now that I can point out, but I think just to see how everyone's living and doing their thing and figuring life out on their own.
That's what's up though. That's definitely what's up. And finally, Miss Kim.
I am so thankful for a less stressful job that I received in June of 2024. Because the job beforehand was, it was a doozy. And that's about it. And for this year, I think I'm gonna just keep that to myself. I'm not gonna put that out yet.
Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. But last year, going to go to mediate with my son a lot less was a how can I put this? It was it was a lot. If y'all didn't know, my middle son Daniel is on the spectrum. He's moderate to severe. He's verbal, he's charming, but when he loses it, it's an event. Usually law enforcement's involved. The fact that I still have some positive influence on him was a winner to me, at least. I mean, other people might not think so, but we did what we had to do to to give him the best he had. But overall in 2025, I'm still working to get my finances straight and to get, and to improve my health. Like I said, so far on my journey, I've over 30 pounds lost and continuing to slim down. You might not see me this time next year because if I stand sideways, you might look right past me. I'm hoping so. But anyway,
you trying to keep up with me?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
I
trying to be
am.
Beanie 2.0.
Yeah, y'all know I used to be that thin too, but it's all good.
He's
It
going back to his
essentially,
college days.
yeah. Oh gosh, I don't want to get that skinny no more. I remember, hey, quick story. You remember back in 88, 89 when biker shorts was in.
Oh, Raekwon wants to share what he's most proud of.
Okay, go on, chef.
Yes. I think mostly most proud of making it to see another year successful, grateful, gaining and all of the knowledge that I've learned, the milestones in my life, the achievements, the chapters, the good and bad. I'm grateful for the experience in general.
Good.
Everything isn't going to be written out or planned. So as long as you're able to navigate through it and doing it correctly, the right way, I feel like that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Mhm.
I definitely agree with that. That's, so what are you looking forward to in 25?
Challenging myself a little bit more, stepping outside of my comfort zone.
That's the key.
Trying to improve my job I guess I want a better job, if you would. And also trying to be more understanding and putting myself in other people's shoes, because I feel like sometimes it helps mentally, because sometimes it's a lot easier to sit there and think, what is this person thinking, instead of trying to put yourself in their perspective and understand maybe why they made the decision they did. So just trying to be more understanding and have a positive outlook on life.
No, that's good. That's good. Hey, hey, baby bear, what about you? What is the 2024 looking like?
Well, I don't really know. I'm so young. I'm just navigating life, trying to
Stop it.
figure it out.
Stop
You
it.
know,
Stop
you
it. Stop it.
know. So I don't know. I just see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay, I'll take that.
You
I'll
still
definitely
young
take
enough
Yeah,
to try to figure that out. That's a good thing.
yeah,
At least you acknowledge that you have to figure it out.
Yeah, most teens think they got it figured out already.
Ready,
That's
right.
the problem.
Exactly. So you know you don't know what you want to do or what you want in life, and you still got time. But I'm glad that you're making that acknowledgement that you still have to figure it out, and you have time to figure it out.
yes.
My daughter's still figuring
And
herself.
enjoy your teen. Yeah. Listen, enjoy your youth now, because adulting sucks.
Yeah, I'm in that. I'm
Trying to
navigating.
get a taste of it. And
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I'm getting there. I'm 22, still young, trying to finish school, figure out,
Is this high school or college?
college.
Okay, what are you going to school for?
My major, I am a nursing major.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you undecisive if you want to stay a nursing major, or you do want to pursue that and probably go as a
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out,
and you have time. You have time. As long as you got your prerequisites and out the way,
Yeah, I'm almost done. So it's like
Yeah,
it's almost like you go in when you're like, I started college like when I was 18. So you don't really know what you want to do. And then as you grow, it's like, is this really for you? Is this really what you want to do? And
Right.
you have so many different people in your ear saying this and that. So it's just trying to figure out what I want to do for myself.
And that's the way it should be. You can listen to everyone else, but it's up to you to decide whether you want to take heed of what they said. So just keep that in mind. Because sometimes people put the bad flavor in you and some people put a good flavor in you. You just got to know which flavor you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, because there's people 40, 50, 60 still trying to figure out what they want to do.
I.e.
Still trying to figure out what you want to do. It's good, and then something happens, and
and you got to change it. And that happens. I know when I was going to school, I went to school for accounting. Yes, I am still in accounting, but it took me a while to get to this point. I went through all kinds of other avenues. I was a security officer. I was a retail, but it still took me time to stay steady in accounting. He's teaches with his master's, and he's almost 60 years old, and he still don't know what he wants to do when he grows up.
I don't want to teach no more. I know.
Yeah, he doesn't want to teach anymore.
Look, and same with me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's these bad behind children in this society today is different.
Yeah,
it's a different breed. Different breed. Children.
Yeah, no. I was going on to that. I'm almost 50, and one thing that I'm going to do my best this year is to stop self-sabotaging myself. And I'm gonna go for the promotions that I know I'm ready for, and I'm word I'm looking for. I'm qualified for it, yeah, but it has to also have. I'm capable of doing it. It was always I'm not going to do that because I don't want the responsibility. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to stop myself from doing that. I'm going to do my best from stopping myself from doing that to me. I have enough people in the world doing it to me. I don't need to do it to myself. And you know where I get that from? Your middle child, Chocolate Pearl. He told me that I was self-sabotaging, and I sat down and I thought about it. And then I said he was right. So I have to make that I have to make that change in myself. And that's what I'm going to do my best in doing. And that's what I'm going to do for this year.
Well, I'm glad he used his skills for good and not bad.
Leave my nephew alone.
Look, because as you know, with me, it could go either way. But I'm working on being a constant positive for myself. You know, instead of being positive to everybody and being self-deprecating to myself, I'm going to do my best to get that out my head and my heart and bring the positivity in so I can actually put that out way better than what I have been doing in it. Yeah, I'm charming, I'm a people person, and I'm great at customer service. But once I turn around, I'm like a clown sometimes. I'm happy in front of you. I turn around and want to kill everybody. Yeah, so
I will say you are very good at customer service because that weekend y'all came to visit and you helped me sell my products. I didn't have to do a thing. She was out there selling. And one of your customers came back to another pop-up I was at and said, how's your sisters doing?
Yeah,
and I want to buy some more of your products. So thank you so very much. You are very good in customer service.
Thank you. I get it from my mother.
And I'm glad that you decided to take my son's advice. Sometimes I take his advice as well. I just don't like the way he delivers it. But I take his advice as well. He's a very smart man, especially in business, a very smart man. But I'm glad that you finally decided that light bulb just lit up over your head and said, okay, you know what? I am a self-sabotager. I need to stop. I need to pull back. I need to rethink of how I'm going to strategize my life going forward. And I'm glad that you decided to do that. I'm very proud of you. I am. I tell you that all the time. I'm very proud of you, especially where you have come from. And I don't know if it means anything from me or from Dre, but we are both proud of you. We are very proud of you.
Yeah, stop. You're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry because, not to get too personal, there was quite a few years that I know you love me, but I know y'all didn't like me, and I don't want that. I don't want that no more. I need the love and the light.
That's the truth. I didn't like
I need the love and the light.
The other one below you. But I'm starting to be very proud of him. I can see his life changing as well for the better, and I'm very proud of the progress that y'all are making. Some people don't realize that if you don't tell someone a positive thing, they're going to continue to think negative. And I try to give you a positive view of everything. I may slip in a little bit of negative. That's just so you can help change. But I don't mean it to discourage you, but I still try to say I'm very proud of you as much as I possibly can. And not make it seem like it's complacent or forced or just repetitious. I let you know that I'm very proud of you. And I know
and I'm in a place to where I can receive that now.
Yeah.
I acknowledge and approve of that approval.
We're proud of you too, Apple.
Yeah, we definitely, Apple and I used to have long conversations about that, how far she's come, and I'm glad she actually listened to some of the things I did recommend, especially about the part about stop being like our mother and letting the United Nations live with you. But at least she didn't.
I always listen.
I just learned that.
I never got that memo. That wasn't part
Yeah,
of my process.
because the smell of feet and butt is forever burned into my psyche. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I
Nobody.
do. And that's why I never took heed to that memo. I did not follow my mother in that aspect. Anybody could say that, even my family members, if you stay too long, it was time for you to go. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I didn't do that. I love the fact that my sisters did, and they opened up their home to the world. I'm sorry, you had to check your bag at the door and make sure you left with it, Wasn't no
No,
unpacking.
unfortunately, it wasn't. A lot of the times, it wasn't me. I was just being complacent. My boys brought their friends in. Oh, ma, so sorry. Oh, ma, sorry. So I'm like, okay, I just need y'all to do it. But I became so complacent that I just let them run my house until it was like, okay, I'm about to kill everybody. Y'all gotta go. Everybody, kids and all. Y'all gotta go. So I won't be
That's a
doing
good
that no more.
question for anyone as besides the Goldens. Has anybody ever got to the point where you were too helpful to where it got toxic?
That's a good question.
Yes. A lot of people take my kindness for weakness, but they don't realize I've changed a lot, to the point that I would give my all, and then folks thought they could just run over me, but they don't know the real Kim, the hidden Kim. I do have a mean streak. It took a lot of prayer, counseling, to learn to tell people no, and I got to learn to pull back, because a lot of people take advantage of me for who I am. And then when I strike, then they want to run from me, but you brought this on yourself. So I know what it feels like. Yeah.
What about you, Andrine? You have children, and I know sometimes things can get toxic, but outside of your children, have you ever experienced your kindness turning into toxicity?
I I think that more so happens in the case of work. I would say not in like my personal life, because I tend to, I feel like it can turn it, but it's not like toxicity that I necessarily bring on. Because it's funny, when I think about it, I'm thinking about an incident that happened recently with another friend and a friend that she introduced me to. And it kind of turned toxic because it was around her birthday trip that we're going in February to Hawaii. And then it was like the other friend was just like, she had all these grievances with my friend, which is our mutual friend, but I don't think that should have included me. So I feel like that's where it got toxic, because you tried to bring me in on situations or things that you weren't necessarily comfortable with the mutual friend. And then it turned into where, but I'm good at like falling back. So I kind of just like leave it and let it just because my response to it was, are you sure this is for me? Because it was like a three-way text situation where it was like, you're complaining and you're calling out the mutual friend. And I'm like, okay, which on one hand, it's like, you can do that if you feel that, but I don't think the timing was right. Because if we're supposed to all be planning a trip, and if we want to be all comfortable on the trip, I don't feel like that's the time to bring up grievances that you may have, because you got to look at your intention. So what's your intention? And I'm like, I'm not saying your grievances aren't legit, but so usually with toxicity, I'm good at kind of like falling back. Like whenever I feel like something, but like work, sometimes I fall into the trap, but even then it's just like, I do what I'm gonna do and then leave it alone. Do you guys want to share about toxicity? Because since they're here,
Yeah, I was going to say, Chef looked like he want to say something.
Raekwon looks like he really.
I mean, I feel like that's something that's very.
Hear the question?
Yeah, you could talk to.
Yeah, but you gotta hear the question.
All right.
Go ahead,
The
Pearl.
question is, have you ever been so helpful that it became toxic?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Amari tells me that all the time. I'm a natural giver. I'm not more so one of the people that looks for returns or handouts or things of that nature. I enjoy my path, whether it's easy or hard. That makes sense. But sometimes I do realize that I can help a little too much, if that makes sense. In the sense of my family members, my mom, and things of that nature. I am enabled to certain things, so I react to certain things, I guess, unnecessarily. I don't always have to extend a helping hand or be there, but it's just who I am. I also realize that you can't let people take advantage of things like that too. So it definitely can become toxic because at a certain point, you're battling between who you are versus what you think is right. And sometimes what you think is right isn't always, I'm not going to say isn't always right, but it isn't always the right way things should be done, if that makes sense.
It does. You kind of reminded me of, I did similar things as well. When you realize you've been so helpful, sometimes your help is not good, or sometimes you just need to mind your business. That's my new thing. I have a new
Yes, ma'am.
job, and it's called minding my business. They
Yes,
hire me,
ma'am.
just in case anybody wants to know. They are hiring.
I do the same thing. It's too much going on in my life right now for me to be worried about what anybody else got going on. It's just I'm still trying to figure out and navigate myself as a young man, and not only a young man, as a young black male. So, things like that you have to actually pay attention to, actually try to strive to get to better. So you can't be doing that in everybody else's business as well.
I thank you for so much for sharing that, because it's always good to hear from a younger generation of how they think. Because sometimes I think your generation, I'm gonna be honest and I'm just be straight up, y'all wimps.
I mean, I can understand that. I mean,
y'all
a lot of
are
people
not scared of anything, but you are offended by everything.
exactly. A lot of younger people, I realize, we're losing a lot of leaders, and a lot of people become followers because that's what's easy. But
That's exactly right.
I've gone to realize, because I've lost hope in the younger generations. But one thing I have realized is there's always going to be people in the crowd that can change the crowd, if that makes sense. So you got to always have faith, never lose faith, but also spend the necessary time that you can to teach, and also try to educate some of the younger generation, because a lot of people don't have the male role models. I know I didn't, but I still was able to navigate and mold myself into a nice, respectable young man. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. And I feel like that's also a problem in a lot of the Black communities as well.
I agree. And thank you for that insight. I appreciate that. Like I
Yes,
said, it's
ma'am.
always good to
Anytime.
hear from a younger generation of how they think versus us older ones who think totally different. We think the way we were raised or we were brought up. And so
Yes, ma'am.
this new generation is a totally different breed. And I'm still trying to understand them. So I thank you for your insight, for both you and your sister.
Of course.
Back
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you.
Anytime.
Hey, it's about that time. We're coming up on the closing and the end. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming on, participating, keeping it lively, keeping it informative, and of course, keeping it real. Join us every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on this station on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. And we are going to close this out tonight. Hopefully everybody can join us same time next bat week, next bat channel. And I'm gonna let my outro close us out. Y'all have a wonderful evening. remember, never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't. Y'all have a wonderful week.